Set.
Central Kilo 47.
Jorge Rivera and his wife face now charges of battery, resisting arrest, disrupting a school function, and trespassing. You can see them being walked into the jail. With us now, Sheriff Mike Chitwood of the Volusia County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff, it is good to see you. There's a lot here. What strikes me is two things. One, how much worse this could have gotten, because after she got knocked to the ground, things could have taken a much different turn. But number two, and more importantly, their son was sitting there in the office when the father was attacking and screaming and cursing at the deputy. I don't know how you expect the son to behave well when that's their role model.
At first, thank you for having me. And let me say one thing about that video. There's only two pieces of shit in that video, and that's the parents. That deputy is a class act.
Yep.
On Monday, what happens is their little cherub is caught on school security video shoving a much, much smaller classmate against the wall. That classmate then takes her shoe off and tries to avenge what had happened. Our deputy sees the video, and after an investigation decides we're not going to pursue criminal charges, we're going to pursue what's called a civil citation. There's no criminal charges. There'll be some counseling, some in-school suspension, or what we're going to do, and she brings the family in. And then you see on the video, what's most impressive is the mother is a VPK teacher here in Volusia County. And as the deputy is escorting them out, the big man, 6'1", 300 pounds, wants to attack a 5'4" deputy. He hits her with a haymaker and knocks her semi-conscious and rips her taser out of her hand, and then accidentally fires that taser and strikes the principal of that school. I don't know what to say, and I know I'm rambling. The judge screwed the pooch here. The judge put some ridiculous amount of money for a bond and basically spit in the face of my deputies, the teachers, administrators, and the students to allow these scumbags to walk out of jail last night.
Wow. It's wild in so many senses. One thing I think is interesting is you've been very public about how you deal with school threats. You were the first sheriff to put online videos of your deputies arresting kids who made any kind of threat. You said, we're done with this. Again, I go back to, how do you expect kids to behave? I mean, if you think about this little boy who obviously was out of line and shoved a girl up against a wall, totally wrong. But if that's his role model, I don't want to say it's hard to blame him, but I don't know how he knows any different.
I agree. He doesn't know any different, because if you watch the way he treated his little classmate, and he's much bigger than the little girl he shoved against the wall, and you watch the way this guy attacked my deputy, almost the same height as an adult, you realize this kid doesn't have a chance. He's got no respect for women, no respect for law enforcement, no respect for school administrators.
Yep. This was a particularly poignant moment, and this was sort of in the beginning of the conversation, as you pointed out, when the deputy was explaining, hey, look, no criminal charges, but your son's going to have to, pay the price of being a bully. Here it is.
Do you feel proud that you are this worthless lady?
Okay,
Do you feel this proud that you are this worthless? Shut the up, because I paid your salary. You don't.
So we link to the entire video on War Notes, so people can go watch the whole thing and see her composure and her willingness to sort of take it on the chin over and over and over again was pretty remarkable to me. Her restraint. What did you make? And I keep going back to this. She got knocked down. This could have gone very differently if she had had to pull her weapon out.
And she had to, because you're seeing the body camera footage. What I'm not allowed to release is the school security footage, which shows where he goes to run up her. He's got his hand cocked. He's coming to get her, and she pulls her taser out, and he catches her and knocks her semi-unconscious. And when she goes to the ground, he goes and pummels her again and takes the taser. When she comes to, she realizes, I don't have my taser. She transitions to her firearm, having a concussion, everything swirling around her. She managed to be able to bring that down. Thank God for the principal and the other staff there to at least get this animal in custody.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.